What's good, YouTube? It's Quintessential Q, your quintessential ain't shit YouTuber here, and today I'm coming at y'all with a Sephiroth guide. Now, I wanted to put this guide out there because he, of course, was available early for those who did the event and had Fighters Pass 2, but now he's available for everybody else who did not unlock him that way. He's available for everyone else starting today. So I kind of wanted to put this guide out there for those newer players that are experiencing him today and pretty much give an in-depth guide so that y'all have something to use as a reference when starting out with Sephiroth today and starting today and going on further as you play Sephiroth. So, starting off with his attacks, you got Jab. Jab is basic. It's 3-hit move. There's no rapid hit jab for it. There's no like rapid hit thing you have to worry about. Just 3-hit jab, get off me option. That's pretty much all it is. Just a quick little get off me burst damage option that he has. Moving on to his tilts, he has down tilt, he has up tilt, and he has forward tilt. Now, down tilt is pretty much like something that I use mainly for like positioning. Like if I'm being like pressured here at the ledge, I may use it to try to like steal center stage. Like if they're just spamming like aerials at me, I kind of like time it and then like slide under them and like kind of steal stage or like slide them and try to see if I can hit them with the lingering hitbox and like nick them and steal center stage. Also, it's good for low profiling under projectiles, like it can low profile under Sephiroth's own fireball and a couple other moves it can low profile under. But other than that, there's no like real use to it because it doesn't combo into anything. It doesn't combo into any of his other aerials, any of his other moves. Doesn't combo into anything even if you get the late hit. So other than like just trying to like maybe steal position or low profile under certain attacks and projectiles, it really serves no purpose. Now, moving on to up tilt. Up tilt is pretty good at catching landings and kind of catching people jumping over you. Also, it's a pretty decent kill option, killing mid and lightweights around like 120, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, killing around 120 on most mid to lightweight characters. Of course, you're going to need to be a little bit higher to kill the heavies, to kill the thick boys out here, but other than that, you'll be alright. Finally, we have forward tilt, which is, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinion, his best tilt. Because the playstyle of Sephiroth, you really want to keep people across from you and straight above you. Like, very, like, straight above him and straight across from him are like pretty much like the main areas he wants to control. So the forward tilt has 3 different hitboxes. Oh, by the way, up tilt's strong hitbox is at the tip of the sword. The second strongest hitbox is at the middle of the sword. The weakest hitbox is like right and like on top of his head, basically, which won't happen in most situations. But moving back to forward tilt also has 3 different hitboxes. There's a tipper hitbox, there's the sweet spot hitbox, which is at the middle of the sword, and there's a weak hitbox, which is directly in front of him. Now, the tipper hitbox and the sweet spot hitbox can both kill reasonably well. The tipper hitbox kills around like 120, like anywhere from 115 to 120 on normal like light to midweight characters, and the sweet spot hitbox starts to kill around like 95 and 100 around there. And this is without with Winged, it's killing a little bit earlier than even that. And we'll get into like wing form later on. Now, moving on to his aerials, we have neutral air, We have up air. We have forward air. We have back air. And we have down air. Now, starting off with down air is pretty simple, right? We saw the little reveal, the smash direct thing. You can spike people who are recovering low with down air. You can also do like gimmicky things like footstool down air, because they'll get guaranteed hit by the down air if you do like a footstool, but that's not really like a common thing to do is like footstool down air, so like, you can do that. But on stage footstools aren't common, or footstools just in general aren't common. It also hits below platforms, so you can land on a platform and kind of poke someone who's like maybe like camping you under a platform or trying to catch your landing under a platform. You can kind of poke them out with that. However, it's not really good to land on stage because while it does have a landing hitbox, the landing hitbox has to be so close in order to like hit somebody. Like, I'm right here and I'm not hitting him with the landing hitbox. Like, I take like a slight step forward, still not hitting him. Slight step forward, landing hitbox. So you basically got to be hugging your opponent to hit them with the landing hitbox of that move, which doesn't make it a reliable like landing option or like get down stage option. Like I said, unless you're landing on a platform and your opponent is under that platform, then it's a okay option, but they can still just kind of shield that and just up smash you and kill you. So even then, still not all that great. Mainly just its best use is just for like two framing like low recoveries because it goes so far under the stage. Moving on to up air. Up air is pretty self-explanatory. Up air. Oh, a quick thing about down air too before I really get into up air. If you do this off stage, you will die. This is one of those suicide type of down airs. However, and this is a little bit spoilers for wing shenanigans, if you're in a wing form, you can do down air and still make it back to stage. Because, of course, we know in wing form, you get an extra jump. So you can jump once down air, double jump, and then do, fucked it up right there. But jump once down there, double jump, and do hold charge B to make it back to stage. So it can become a little bit more viable to do like cheeky off-stage shenanigans if you have wing available, and I just wanted to point that out real quick before I continue on. Now moving back onto up air. Up air is also another straightforward aerial. This is really for catching landings and juggling your opponents above you because, like I said, one of the best places that Sephiroth wants his opponents is either directly across from him or directly above him. So catching people above him is very easy for Sephiroth. It's pretty much hard to next to impossible to try to jump over this man because he just has these large fucking hitboxes that go way above him due to the sword. So it's hard to like really go higher than Sephiroth can like try to go get you, just due to this enormous hitbox of this up air sweet spot. Again, middle of the sword. Tip of the sword is the next strongest hitbox. The weakest hitbox will be basically point blank in front of him. So there is that. Now moving on to back air. Back air is it's a simple like aerial just because this is your main kill aerial. Again, same rules apply as the other moves so far. Strongest hitbox is at the middle of the sword. Next strongest hitbox is at the tip of the sword. Weakest hitbox is in front of him, and that will be his weakest hitbox is the same for all of his moves. His weakest hitbox will always be like point blank in front of him for pretty much all his moves. Kind of emphasizing that they want you to like space farther away from your opponent or keep them in that sweet spot mid range for your with your opponent. So But this is your main kill aerial, and it leads to things like back throw, back air, just a little bit of spoilers for the grabs. You can do like down throw, like reverse back air. At higher percents, you can still get down throw full hop back air, and it will kill if they DI in. And it's a mix-up on where they have to DI, because if they DI in this situation, if they DI to the right, they would be DIing away from me, right? But I can just do back throw, and now they're DIing in. Same way, if they expect me to do back throw and they're DIing to the left, I can do down throw, and now they're DIing into me. So most of the time, Sephiroth prefers you to DI into him, because he just gets a lot of like combo shenanigans that way. DIing away from him is the safest option at like higher percents, just due to knockback, and that he really won't be able to reach you like that quickly, because a lot of his aerials come out kind of slowish. They're a little bit on the slower side, so there's that. But yeah, back throw is your main kill aerial. You can also like space it when you're fighting your opponent, just kind of like spacing it if they're, because this is a threatening aerial to try to get past. So like, if you will see a lot of Sephiroths do like this, where they just like keep throwing out short hop back airs, or like even full hop fast falling back airs, or so. Like, they'll spam that at, like, you can low profile this move, so if they don't like space it right, you can low profile this move, so keep that in mind. Especially a lot of the shorter characters can low profile this move. And again, Sephiroth can low profile this move by down tilt, so. Moving on into forward air. Forward air is, it's a really good aerial. It has a lingering hitbox, as you see right here. It's nothing like too crazy for the lingering hitbox. Nothing crazy like a Link Nair, right? It doesn't have that long of a lingering hitbox, but a little bit of a lingering hitbox to kind of like poke your opponent, get them in certain situations. This is really good for getting all stage kills like that. Like, it's just really good for just poking your opponent, walling your opponent out. Is like its main objective is just walling your opponent out, getting them out your face, because Sephiroth really don't like people directly in his face, because again, all of his weakest hitboxes are in front of his face for his moves, basically. So this is like just kind of like a get off me tool. You can even space it away, like kind of just like fade back with it, making it even harder for your opponent to get in. So same with back air, you can like space that away, making it harder for your opponent to get to you. Finally, we have neutral air. Some people think this move is bad, some people think it's good. So like, I'm in the camp that I think this move is good. I feel like when you first see this move, it just doesn't feel like it synergizes with his kit, but like then you realize like this is his fastest out of shield option, and unlike his other moves, as long as you hit the sweet spot of Nair, because it has like a lingering hitbox, but nowhere near as much of a lingering hitbox as like forward air. But this is like kind of your quick get off me option, because up till now, again, like I said, all of his other moves, the weakest hitbox is at like the tip, right in front of him. So if someone's like right here and you need them to get off you, Nair is an option. Also, Nair is kind of your main combo tool, because you can combo things like Nair into Nair. I'm being a little bit slow with it right now. But you can combo things like falling nair into nair. Why am I getting forward? There it is. Jeez. He was fucking up. But you can get nair into nair, a little bit higher percent. Not too much high. You don't need it to be too high. Maybe around like 15 or so. You can get like nair into forward air. You can get like reverse nair into back air. You can even get nair up air, but I haven't really found like a good reason why you would probably want like nair up air. Because one, the timing for nair up air is probably like the tightest of like his like combos. Like there it is right there. But I really don't. Just because, and the only reason why I say that is because up air has so much landing lag that like you really don't get to do anything after it, right? Like it's a cool looking combo, like, but you don't really get too much out of it from doing it compared to like the other ones where they're less landing lag and you get like a little bit of better like stage position from doing them, right? Like you don't really like doing nair up, like doing like nair forward air kind of pushes them towards like the edge. Same with nair back air, like if you do reverse nair back air, but nair up air just doesn't really give you anything. And like I said, the timing for like nair up air is pretty tight, so I got it right there, but you don't get anything because like look at this landing lag on up air. Like look at that. Like even if you don't even get the move out, like a full hop or like a double jump, like yeah, well nah, like a double jump maybe, but like for most aerials, like you don't get it. You don't get anything. You know, it's just done. But that's all there is about like nair and nair combos. Also at higher percents, and same thing with like back throw, back air. You can do reverse nair back air at higher percents, and if they DI in, they die. A little bit easier for them to DI away from you on that though, compared to the grabs. So most of the times, like the grab setups are probably going to be a little bit better to go for, because it's just easier to react to like doing a reverse nair back air for a kill, unless it's just like a quick super burst option that they weren't looking for. So there's a couple other moves of note. There's dash attack. Dash attack is good, a pretty reliable kill burst kill option. Kills around like 130 without wing, a little bit earlier with wing. So there's that to consider. And like I said, his throws, there's up throw, back throw, down throw, and forward throw, which all serve like different purposes, except forward throw. Forward throw doesn't really serve any purpose except for stage position because it doesn't combo into anything. Even at like early percents, you don't combo forward throw into anything. So forward throw is just purely for stage position. Like if they're at higher percents and you just throw them off stage so you can try to like edge guard them. Back throw and down throw are going to be like your main combo throws. You can also combo up throw into up tilt, but that's only if they DI, if there's no DI, or if they DI in towards you. If they DI away from you, they completely avoid this setup, which is up tilt, up throw, up tilt. They completely avoid that setup right there, which is fine because again, if they're DIing away from you, back throw means if you hit them with back throw, that means they're DIing now towards you, so you get back throw back. So like maybe like if you're conditioning your opponent to DI away from you with like up throw up tilt or like down throw forward air or down throw back air, right? They're going to start DIing away from you until you hit them with the eventual back throw and then get like back throw back air and potentially kill them. Hey you, yes you. I noticed that you haven't yet hit the subscribe button on the channel. Why? I'm gonna need y'all to hit the subscribe button just so y'all can be updated on when I drop content. Y'all need to subscribe to the channel because I'm out here putting out content. Also hit the notification bell so you know when the content drops. And also, if you don't mind, leave a like on the video so you tell YouTube that you like to watch this type of content, especially from me. So if y'all can get to that ASAPly, as soon as possible, you know, it'll be greatly appreciated. Oh, my bad. Let me get back to the video, though. Because, like, that's a mix-up that they have to guess every time you get a grab. Moving on, finally, to his specials. He has Neutral B, which has 3 different stages. He has Side B, which also has 3 different stages, and we'll show what that looks like on the opponent later. He has Down B, which is just a counter. He has Up B, which has a hold and a charged version. And that is it. Now, we'll start off with Down B just because it's pretty straightforward. It's a counter. It's a counter with a hitbox that comes out even if nothing hits you. Now, granted, if something does hit your shield, your counter becomes stronger. So, like right there, I did 10 damage, right? But if we set... Alright, if I'm not bad at timing a forward... there we go. 21 damage. Oh, we was just being all types of bad, but yeah. It clearly does a little bit more damage, or you can interrupt them like that. You just say fuck your move. It also is, I don't know if it's going to hit under the stage versus Cloud, but it also hits under stage. Maybe I can show that off. I don't know if I can show it off with Cloud, but yep, I can. So it also goes under stage. So like recoveries, like I know Mario's hit under stage. Sometimes like Roy's recovery will tag you. So like other recoveries that can potentially hit you from up under stage, the down B catches those like recoveries and like kind of gimps them out. So there is also that of note. Moving on to up B, there is again a quick just up B version, and there is the hold B version, which is Octo Slash. Now both the up and hold and charge B versions can be pointed at different angles, obviously represented by the arrows here. You can also do cheeky things like look this way, but go the other way. But the arrow's still going to give you away which way you're going, but it's just kind of like looks a little bit deceptive to be looking one way and then go back the other way. So that's just something to keep in mind. The charged up B version is reliable at killing. Also, the charge up B version, as you was about to see right there, If you do it off stage, you can't recover. You just get sent into free fall and die. The with wing, without wing, you will die. It does not matter. But this move's pretty reliable at killing. I think I've killed, even without wing, I've killed as early as like 80 or 90%. Because it just carries you all the way to the side of the stage. And at the edge of the stage, it's killing around like 90 on most like middle to lightweight characters. Of course, the thick heavy boys are, again, going to need more percentage than that before they really get up out of there. With the wing, it's killing even earlier than those percents. So there is that. Moving on from up B, we have side B, which is this. It has 3 versions, as I said before. Level 1 puts 1 orb around them. Level 2 puts 2 orbs around them. And as you saw, level 3 puts 3 orbs around them. Now, this move is really good because it, like, these little orbs over time will detonate and hit your opponent. And so the more orbs you have on your opponent, the more they're likely to shield. And like Sephiroth is like just really crazy at shield breaking opponents, and we'll get into more of that later when we like dive into his like smash attacks on why that is. But this move is just crazy. You can set up to 5 orbs on somebody. I've been like trying to test like when each orb detonates. If you put like 1 orb like this, or like 1 cluster of orbs, even if you do the level 3, right? Like this, it's gonna blow up around 4 to 5 seconds. I think it's closer to 4, like closer to 4 seconds these blow up. So if you set 1 set on them, 4 seconds later, like they're just gonna blow up and hit your opponent. So it also sets up for things like, you know, they're about to get blown up soon. You can send them off stage and boom, they'll attack them off stage. That can lead into kills at later percents. Doesn't even have to be that crazy. 100's not even necessary. But like they're gonna shield, boom, throw them all. Easy, right? Or you can even, and I don't really think it matters what throw you hit them with. I think I've even killed off of like up throw before. Up throw might need a little bit higher percentage, but I've even killed off of just like throwing them directly up at higher percents and then the orbs just carry them away. But most of the time, if you're closer to one of the edges of the stage, either forward throw or back throw are the better throws to go for. The orbs are always going to send your opponent away from Sephiroth. So like in this instance, right, they're going to send them that way. But let's say I put them on this side and I jump to this side. See? The orbs are always going to send your opponent away from you, like even like they're going to send them away based on where you last were before you like. That time I just kind of was jumping, and I guess like as I was jumping I was technically on this side, so it sent them further away that way. But like I said, they're always going to send them away from you. Also, another thing is you can kind of extend the duration if you hit them with an initial set of orbs, then hit them with another set of orbs. The countdown seems to be extended a little bit from about 4 seconds to about 7 seconds. So like an additional 3 seconds. And that's just something to know when like if you hit them with 1 set then hit them with another set. Seems to be about 7 seconds if you get the entire set of all 5 orbs on them. So that's just another thing to keep in mind. Now finally, the main attraction is Neutral B. Neutral B has 3 versions. It has an uncharged version, a level 2 version, and the big level 3 version that we all know about. So each of these serve different purposes. The level 1 version I feel like is good for forcing people to jump. Like if you have them off stage and you throw out this, it's like good at forcing them to jump. And you can either like snuff out that with like a up air or like a forward air, or like if they're near kill percents, like a back air. So like it's good at either forcing them to jump or forcing them to fall under it, and you just react accordingly. Also decent at like spacing people out on stage, but the problem is that no matter how fast you want the fireball to come out, like this is just me like tapping the B button, there's a little bit of wind up for that fireball to come out. It doesn't come out instantly, so this isn't like a very spammable projectile per se, but it is good for certain situations. Now, level 2 is good for killing people off stage, is good for 2-framing people, because this explosion can 2-frame people and kill people. So it's good for 2-framing people. It's good at catching people like trying to jump. Like if they get to stage and you think they're gonna immediately jump, you just toss that out. You toss the level 2 version out and it will catch their jump. If you place it well enough, it can kind of like, the outer hitbox can kind of like nick their roll and like send them back off stage. So it won't kill them. It does kill, level 2 does kill at like reasonable percents, around like 100 at the edge. So does kill at reasonable percents and whatnot. Now level 3 is like an edge guarding demon, because the explosion radius of this move is ridiculous. This is like a mini tactical nuke. Like this is so annoying to try to avoid. Like the only other like explosion like this that is this annoying to avoid would be like Terry like Power Geyser. And that's just because it has like a super tall hitbox, right? But the thing that makes this like slightly better is that, guess what? This thing can still 2-frame, still hits you at the ledge. So like if people are hanging on to the ledge for too long, they get hit by this. If they try to roll in, like if they mistime their roll, they get hit by this. If they neutral get up and try to shield, if they get shield, this instantly like breaks their shield. Like you cannot block this move if it's spaced properly, because this will break your shield and you will just, the Sephiroth player will just charge up another one once they broke your shield. The only 2 options to get around it is to either drop ledge and snap back to ledge, or to just jump over it completely. And there's problems with both of those, right? There's problems with both of those, because if, also that kills like super early, as you saw right there. But like, right, if I charge it at a good distance and you snap back to stage, like you drop down and snap back, spoilers when we get to smash attacks, I can just poke you with this. Likewise, if you try to jump over me, I can just hit you with this, or this, or this. So that's even a mix up, because like now you have to guess, like, is he going to be able to hit me, like 2-frame my recovery with the down smash, even 2-frame me with down tilt as well? Can 2-frame you with down tilt? Can 2-frame you with down smash? Can like let you grab ledge, charge up another, and just charge up another one, try to catch you that way? And there's just so much of that. Oh, back to level 2 fireball. Level 2 fireball can be either released like really early, like pretty much like almost on the frame, you like are able to activate blue fireball, or it can be activated like really late. And this just really messes up with timings of like people. Like if they think you're gonna let it go quickly and you're like, if they're expecting like a quick level 2 fireball and you like delay it, or if even they're expecting like maybe a level 3 or a late level 2 and you just like do that. So like level 2 has a lot of play within it, like a lot of mind games with like, are you gonna let it go early? Are you gonna let it go late? So it has a lot of mind games with that as well. Now, finally, moving on to the smash attacks, we have forward smash, down smash, and up smash. Now, forward smash, pretty self-explanatory. All his smash attacks are pretty self-explanatory. The weakest hitbox is right in front of him. The strongest hitbox is at the middle of the sword, and the second strongest hitbox is at the tip of the sword. Same thing with up smash, same thing with down smash. Same thing with all three of those. Now, the thing is, all these are used for different options. Obviously, forward smash is just incredible at catching people trying to roll in on you, because you can just space yourself like really far out, catching roll-ins, even like roll-ins from stage, because if they are like right there and try to roll in on you, they're still going to appear in front of you. Bang. Forward smash, you're still going to get hit. Up smash is good for catching jumps, good for catching people trying to land on you, good for all of that. And the main one I want to talk about here is down smash. And the reason why I want to mainly talk about down smash here is because down smash offers so much shield pressure. Of course, I have the bot, so the bot can't shield. But let me set the bot to controls and get the other controller here, and I can just kind of shield myself. It's cool. Let's switch the bot up to controls. Right. This is not my controls. What's the shield button for this? Okay, cool. Do I have another shield button? Alright, I got that. Whatever. So like the thing is, like down smash does so much shield damage. And of course I was holding shield for a while right there, but that's so much shield damage just for no reason. I let go of shield, but it's just so much shield. I think even fully charged down smash, like fully charged sweet spot down smash, just like instant breaks your shield. Yeah. And it gets more scary when we go back to these guys. Because guess what? They do actually kind of decent shield damage. And since like most people don't know the timing of it, guess what? And the more you play Sephiroth, you kind of get more adjusted to the timing. Like literally anything after that, or even this, like that will break shield. This is why I say like Sephiroth's like a shield breaking monster. Like that will break shield if they're either holding shield too long or you hit them with any other move. He has shield break setups like with this into this. Like he has other shield break setups like forward tilt down smash if they shield that, or like nair down smash. Like he has, like with down smash, he has so many shield break opportunities and so many shield break setups that is just crazy. I feel like his most is this one, like the most strongest one is this one, because this just puts instant, like having about either 2 to 3 orbs on them. Like one orb, they might not care about the damage, right? Like if they have one orb, they just might take the damage. But if they have like 2 orbs, or if they have like 3 orbs on them, they're not really inclined to take that damage, right? Because especially at higher percents, they're not going to want to take that damage. God forbid they have all 5 on them, and they definitely don't want to take the damage of that, because right now they're at 10% because I put them on. They're at 50 basically. They're at 50 just because I got a fully 5 charged set of orbs on them. So that's just insane. And like I said, the more orbs you have on them, the more likely there are to just kind of hold shield. So you can kind of either press them to like keep shielding, or you can kind of like play like fade off and like kind of wall them out, and around the time like the orbs are going to explode, just run up on them and hit them with like a down smash and just break their shield, because down smash is so like good for breaking shield. And of course the most optimal shield punish for once shield is broken is going to be the fully charged just level 3 explosion of death. Also keep in mind, if you space it, you can get a forward smash in there as well for mad damage and pretty much death. So if you shield break them, just make sure you space out the level 3, unless, you know, they're just going to die to the fireball anyway, which is most likely possible. But again, they can die super early to that. Like, I've killed someone off of just like, especially like with wing on, I've killed someone with the level 3 charge at like 12% before at the ledge. Like, that was at 12%, I broke their shield, I fully charged this move, hit them with it, and died. Like, they were done. So it doesn't really take much for Giga Flare, which is the level 3. It doesn't really take much for Giga Flare to kill. But that's literally everything I have. His playstyle is more like just spacing out, kind of like the typical Swordy playstyle. He kind of plays a lot like Byleth, that they want to space you out with like max range or sweet spot aerials until they're ready to go in. You can go in a little bit with like some Nair combos or whatnot. So you can go in with like Nair combos, like when you find like moments for them and whatnot. I feel like as far as matchups he's going to struggle against like short rush down characters, like the very short rush down characters, like Pichu, Fox and Mario are probably still going to give him issue. I can see Diddy Kong giving him a little bit of issues. So like the fast rush down, always in your face characters are going to give him an issue, especially if they're like on the shorter side. They're just going to be able to get under things like forward air and all of that. I can even see Kirby giving like Sephiroth some issues. Just if the Kirby plays a more grounded game and kind of like goes under like most of these hitboxes, that's why down tilt is a good little option to kind of like bait them into like jumping more. That way like they want to jump more because they want to stop getting like tagged by either dash attack or down tilt. So that is a little thing to keep in mind. As far as where I place this character, as far as like tier list is concerned, I feel like this character is at least a high tier, if not a top tier, even with like the weakness explained. Oh, also he has a problem with landing, so characters that can catch his landing, him like falling down and landing, is also an issue. But that's like kind of negated when you have Wing. Oh, we didn't even talk about Wing. My bad. Wing. You obviously don't have to be at 999% for it to come out. But when you have one Winged Angel mode, you are faster, you're stronger. Down smash pretty much insta break shields without no setup. Like if they just guard uncharged down smash, pretty much break shield just for free. And you get one extra jump, so which is very important for movement because it does help with the landing issue that I said there. That's just little quick. Like I said, the wing is like your arson wannabe comeback mechanic. It does activate at different times. Well, here in training mode, wing is always gonna activate at 90%, I think. In training mode. Yeah, 90%. And in online match, it actually activates if you and your opponent on the same stock, it activates on 80%. If you're a stock above your opponent, it activates at 104%. And if you're one stock down from your opponent, I think it activates at 50%. And if you're two stocks down, it activates at 30%. So different percentages for depending on how much you're above or below your opponent. Just things to keep in mind, but it does give you like more damage, more mobility speed, more movement speed, and extra jump. So it is a strong tool to keep in mind once you have it. But that'll be it. I didn't want this to be too long, but to go over all of Sephiroth's moves and all what he has to offer, I already knew it was going to take a while. But I appreciate all y'all for looking at the video and checking it out. I'm planning on doing more matches with Sephiroth, so there's that. But if you would like, please subscribe to the channel. I'm planning on doing more content. Please also leave a like on the video. That would be well appreciated, as well as follow me on my other social medias. Follow me over at twitch.tv/quintessentialq. Link will be in the description below, as well as my Twitter, twitter.com/qmyshitup. Link for that will also be in the description below. But with that, peace.